Very good morning, guys. Project, right? So where we stopped it, we added a new class in the project. We added a new class in the project. What is the name? Class 1. Return some code also. Now I want to run this. I want to run this. And remember this, guys. If you want to run this, same process, F5. Just hit F5. But when you run this, there is an error. There is a error in the code. So be careful. When there are errors in the code, when there are errors in the code, it will display a message. What is the message? There were build errors. Would you like to continue and run the last successful build? Last successful build means it is trying to run. It is trying to run our previous class. What is the previous class? Program. It is trying to run our previous class, that is program class. So don't click on the yes button or don't select this checkbox anytime. Be careful. Are you clear? Don't select this checkbox or don't click on the yes button. First, the question arises here. Why did we get this error? Why did we get this error? The reason for the error is multiple entry points in the project. I repeat, multiple entry points in the project. Okay, what are the multiple entry points? Look at program class has a main method, right? Class 1 also has a, every main method is an entry point to the program. Every main method is a entry point to the program. So how many mains are there? Where to start from? Yesterday, we have only one class, program, one main method, no props. But here 2 classes, 2 main methods. You and me know which class we want to run. We want to run class 1. But how does the computer know? Did you catch my question? How does the computer know which class to run? So it's a confusion now. So that's why it'll tell you, array, there are multiple entry points in the project. And I'm confused where to start the execution from. There are multiple entry points in the project and I'm confused where to start the execution from. How to resolve this problem? To resolve this problem, what you're required to do is, again, open the Solution Explorer and double click on the project. Double click on the project. It opens a file called as a project file. It opens a file called as a project file. This is a project file. It's an XML file. It is an XML file. And the content of the file will be something like this. See here? Like you'll have a tag here called project group. Under that, output type. For the output, exe. We compile programs in command prompt, exe. Next, target framework. What is target framework? The target framework is to tell the framework to which this application has been built. Last class, remember, we selected 5.0, right? 5.0 is what we have selected. So the target framework is 5.0. So the output type is exe and the target framework is 5.0. Am I clear? Okay, that's what it shows you. Now, you need to add one more thing here. What? Startup object. We need to add one more thing called startup object. Guys, listen to this. When you guys are writing the code in the studio, Studio has a beautiful feature called as IntelliSense. 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 What is this IntelliSense? IntelliSense in the sense, when you're typing, automatically it will show you all the related things to you. You're typing console, you started typing C, everything starting with C will come. Oh, filtering will be done. Like see in your mobile phone, you have contact list. On the top, you have search. When you go and type there, all the related things will be coming for you automatically. So basically that's called as IntelliSense. So Studio has the feature of IntelliSense basically. So when you're typing, what you require to write now is startup object. What is that? Startup object. When you type here, see that item comes in the list. When I'm typing up, the related items are coming up. See? Are you clear? My advice to you all is, in Visual Studio, always take the help of this IntelliSense. Always take the help of IntelliSense. Why, sir? Because don't forget, your language is case sensitive. Your language is case sensitive. And because it is going to be case sensitive, if you type wrong case, errors will come. So take the help of IntelliSense. It will write you in the correct case. Is it clear? So don't blindly type. See, startup object. And second advantage is, when you write the starting tag, automatically writes the ending tag for you. Okay, fine. In between, you're required to specify the name of the class you wanted to run. Which class you want to run now? Program class or class 1? What is the namespace? First project. What is the namespace? You already know that your name doesn't have a value without your surname. Same way, class name also doesn't have a value without its namespace name. So compulsory you should type first project dot class 1. One more thing I want to tell you all. When you're creating projects, don't give spaces between the names. Don't divide first and project. Are you clear? Follow Pascal case enough, na? Don't divide them. So don't divide the names. Be careful with this. Always be careful when you're typing. No special characters, no spaces. This is a thumb rule, remember all of you. Okay. So first project dot class 1. See now. No, we missed the read line there. Look, which class is running? Second class. I want to run my program class again. I want to run the program class again. Come back to this. Change here. Understood? Whenever you add a new class, you're required to edit the project file and specify which class you wanted to run. Is it clear or not? What you need to do? You need to edit the project file and specify which class you wanted to run. How to specify? You need to open the project file. How to open the project file? Double click on the project, or when you right click on the project, it will show you an option. Both are same only. Double click or select this option. Okay. Under that, you'll find a tag called as property group. And by default, 2 tags will be there. What are the 2? Output type, target framework. Output type and target framework. Now add this. What is that? Startup object, and specify the class name you wanted to run. Which class you wanted to run? Program class, or otherwise class 1. Suppose tomorrow you're adding another class. Come on. Right click, add class. I'm adding a new class called class 2. New class 2. Static void main. Console.writeLine. third class in the project, and console.readline. So I want to run this class. Again, same story. Go to project property window, specify. Which class? Class 2. Is it clear, all of you? Guys, all the files, whatever you open, will be showing here on the top C. First we created program, afterwards class 1, class 2 is a project file. This is your project file. Generally, whenever you add a new class, the old class moves to right. Whenever you add a new class, the old class moves to right. Sometime, after some time, when there are more number of classes, the right side file will not be visible to you. Right? Where we have 4 files only, 10, 20 are there. Then automatically one by one file will be hidden for you. Same thing happens with project file also. To resolve it, guys, watch carefully. You'll have an option. What is the option? In. If you click on this toggle pin that is pinned to that location, it won't move. It will be there only. Got it or not? This won't move because every time you need to work with this. So always pin it to the first, it will be present. So now, if you add anything, these 3 files only will move. This won't move. This will always be in the first place. See, I'm adding a new class now. See there. This did not move. Because what did I do? I pinned it. Because I pinned it, that will be in that place on. Understood? Are you clear how to work with Visual Studio? Tell me. Any voice not clear. No. It's not my mic problem, guys. Sorry, guys, it's not my mic problem. It's my voice problem. The battery fog. Repeat what? Repeat what? Okay, we'll do one thing. Without confusion, I will type it what I want to say. Yes, but today voice is a throat problem, guys. Let me type it what I want to say. Okay. Yeah. Now, let's create a project in just a minute. Last class in .NET 5.0, right? Yes or not? Last class we created a project in .NET 5.0. Now 5.0, which means we are working on C# 9.0 version. Okay, now let us create a project in .NET 6.0. 6.0 means C# 10.0 or 7.0, which is okay. Now anything, both are same. Both are same. You can create in anything you like. Clear? Watch, guys. Create a new project. Choose console application. Second project, location same. Look guys, you concentrate on this. These three are out of support. These three are out of support. Long-term support. Actually, we need to pick these two only. But just to show you, I just shown you 5.0. But we need to pick this one. What is it? Either 6.0 or 7.0. Okay. So what you'll do? Choose the latest. What's it? 7.0. Are you clear or not? Choose the latest 7.0. After selecting the latest 7.0, click create. Click create. Now let's create a project in .NET 6.0 or 7.0. I created in .NET 7.0. I created in .NET 7.0. Steps are same. Yesterday I said you same steps. Only thing is we need to choose 7.0 there. Okay. Yesterday we chose 5.0. Today we're choosing 7.0. From C# 10.0, we have been provided with new features. So look guys, from C# 10.0, we have been provided with various new features in coding. There are so many new features in coding. First one, introduction of top level statements. Introduction of top level statements. Carefully observe it, all of you. When I created a class, Read it. Read here. Do you understand? When you create a project from 6.2 and above, only one line of code. There is only one line of code. No class, no main method, nothing. Watch here. Executing also. Yes or not? When we run the project, it will execute also, even if when we run the project, it will execute. It will execute also, even if there is no class and main method, which we call as top level statements. Okay. See, look at here. If you want to know any information about this feature, if you want to know any information about this feature, there is a link here. Can you see that? Click on the link. Read. C# console app template generating top level statements. Look at. Come on, read outside. This is a code. You need to write for a program. For .NET 5.2 and earlier version, the console app template generates the, I already shown you. That's your first I shown you 5.2. In 5.2, we saw all this code. Correct? But in 6.2, only one line of code. Read this. Correctly understand this point. What is this, sir? Compiler generates the class for you. Are you clearer or not? Compiler generates the class for you and main method for you. Both these two things are generated by the compiler. That's what the compiler synthesizes a with a and places in that main method. Clear means it is trying to simplify programmer's work. It is trying to simplify the programmer's work. Okay, now next paragraph. Compiler generates them to you. You can learn more about this code the compiler generates when you use in the article on top level statements and C# guide. Okay, leave it. Watch it. .NET 6 templates. First option, use top level element. Second option, are you clear? What is that? Confused with this? Write your own code. How? That's all. If you're confused, what do you do? Oh, sorry, I missed the class. Clear or not? Respond, yeah. It generates, you can write your own code. So what is it telling you? Option 1. Option 2. Option 1 is use the top level statements. Option 2, folder style with a program class and a main method. You write it. I given it very clearly in the code, guys. Watch it. Read this. I am not able to talk. You're not able to read, huh? Read, man. Speak louder. And above. Okay. And monitor. That is why first I opened in 5.2 and shown you. Are you clear or not? Next. Remember this word. Compiler generates for you. Okay. Next. There is a checkbox there. If I select it, what happens? It will generate class and everything normal. Okay, observe guys. Studio, create a new project, console app. Third project, C# 11, sorry, C# 7. Watch. Clear or not? Select that option. Nothing, man. I'm just trying to change the screenshots because I just selected 6.0 here, but now we have latest is 7.0. That's all. Other than that, nothing difference. I'm just trying to change the screenshots. No props. You'll get 6.0, 7.0. Select the latest because the feature works in 6.0 also, 7.0 also. Watch. Sorry. Create. Okay, now. Are you clear? Understood, all of you? Are you clear? Am I clear, everyone? Understood? Huh? You cannot have multiple classes like this. How many are allowed? One only. One only allowed. So better what you do? Always select this. Understood? By mistake, if you don't select the checkbox and create, it will create up for you. What to do? No need to delete the project. Convert the code into regular class. That's all. Understood? That's why I'm typing, man. That's what I'm telling you. My voice is not clear. That's why I'm typing. I have a voice problem. I have a throat problem. While creating the project, always choose the latest version. Clear? Huh? Choose the latest version and select the checkbox. Do not use top level statements for sure. Wait, Sumant, wait, I'm explaining about every feature now. Shraddha, I did not understand you. Yeah, fine. So this is feature one. This is feature one. Read that. But still the code runs. But still the code runs. Correct? Yes or not? Read it louder. Understood? Reducing the code. Okay? which reduces the code as below. How to write? Global using system. Okay now? So read this. Did you understand or not? By default, a set of namespaces are already imported. Are you clear? Watch. All of you, carefully. Do your project, right? Okay now? Beside this namespace here, all of you, concentrate. You'll find an arrow mark here. Global, just click on that. These all are already imported. These are all already imported. Understood or not? Okay, how to get that? Your namespace, you'll find a arrow mark. Click here. If you want to see the file, double click here. Shows you. Clear, huh? Everyone. Understood? Okay, now read. In Notepad, we done it every day, correct? Global. Apply to all the classes in the project. See the syntax. Global using namespace. Global using system. Read it. a project name here dot. Okay, don't worry about this. Whatever is the project name, leave it. That is the file name. Global using dot. Generally, G indicates global. G indicates global. Means it's a global file. Okay. So it is a auto generate. And you have all these import statements. Okay. Last day schedule. Control plus F5. Save. Executes the program, but displaying the output hello world on the console window. Because we have opened a console app project. What we opened is a console app project. All I shown in the last class here. Just I shown you all this in the last class. It a key. Okay. Next. I already said to you, if you're confused, what do you do? Delete of the code, convert it like this. Delete of the code and convert. Or otherwise, while creating the project only, select the option. What option? Do not use top level elements. Okay now? Next. Are you clear? So add new item window. Okay. In that, class is what you're required to select. Is how it writes. Okay. Rate this, guys. Are you guys clear? I can't help you. That is automatic. Maybe they will remove this option from next version. But in this version, by default, all these are available. See, look at, shall I add a class? Check. Clearer or not? Will add you. Maybe they will remove it from the next version. I don't know. Just guessing, that's all. But we don't require. We don't require. So what do you do? Delete. Delete all these things because we already have global imports. You can see here also. Global imports are already available. Okay, now clear with the two features. First one, top level statements. Second one, global imports. Top level statements, global imports. So Priya, watch it. Beside this namespace, you'll find a arrow mark. Click on it and double click here. Are you guys clear? One more time, I'm showing you. Click on the arrow mark and double click here. And here, it will open you the global imports. Clear? See? Delete here. Delete. Leave also no problem. Delete. Okay, now? Now, it should look as following. Main method. Second class under the project. Console lottery. As it is what I'm teaching. As it is, I have given the notes to you without confusions. Is it clear? As it is, I given you in the notes. Read it. Louder, yeah. Multiple entry points in the project. Every main method is an entry point. Required to set up startup object. Okay. Next. Is your project name? The file extension. Understand here. CSPROJ means C# project file. It is. I shown you two options to you. Double click on the project or right click and select edit project. Both are same, guys. Nothing. Okay. Guys, have a look. Did you notice it? By default, we find the below code. What is that? SDK means software development kit. You're using .NET. Next, output type, target framework. Alright, you open 6 or 7, whatever it is. Next. These two are new na. In the previous case, we found only output type and target framework. We did not find these two. What we found? These two. We did not find these two. Clear? I'll explain you. Hold on. Watch. Static void main. Run. Error. In the bottom, you'll have a error list showing you the error. Understood? More than one entry point defined. Okay. So what you'll do now? Solution Explorer. Double click on the project. See. Earlier we did not see all this. What we saw? Output type, target framework. What is the third one? Right, just now I explained implicit using, enable the feature. Right, this is implicit using to enable the feature. Hold on, guys. I explained about each and everything here. Look, first one. Understood? What are the extension of the file? .exe. Okay, next. Seven 7.0. We're using 7.0. C# version will be 11. Same as this. If we choose, just a minute. If we use .NET 6.0, then C# version will be 10.0 and the .NET 5.0 C# version is, and for .NET 5.0 C# version is 9.0, and if you use a .NET Core 3.1, then the version is 8.0. Array, see the list here. I given the list in the top pages. I given the list for you on the top. Okay, just a minute. Yeah, same as this. If you use .NET 6.0, then C# version is 10.0. C# is 10.0. For .NET 5.0, C# version is 9.0. And if we use the .NET Core 3.0, then the version of C# is 8.0. Okay. Next, you already know this. Already explained, no, na? What is that? 10 feature, global imports. If I come here and say disable, if I come here and say disable, error is coming. Alright, this error is not about this. This error is you did not set startup object. Still getting the error. What is the error? Are you guys clear? Not existing. Why? There is no using statement on the top now. See how to fix. Problem solved. Understood or not? So you can tell in the project file whether you want to use this feature or don't want to use the feature. How to tell? Implicit usings, enable or disable. Default is enable. If you disable, that feature won't work. Clear or not? Okay. See, implicit using element is used to enable the feature global imports, which is new in C# 10.2. Is it clearer or not? Understood? Okay. Yeah. One more thing is there, guys. What is that? Nullable enable. I'll explain you. I'll explain you. But let me turn this as enable. So no need to write using system anymore because we have enabled the feature. Yeah, implicit usings has been enabled. Working C. Okay now. So you're clear with all except nullable now. You're clear with all except I did not explain you nullable. I did not explain you nullable. But apart from that, remaining 4 clear. What first? Startup object. I'll tell you nullable, guys. I'll tell you nullable. Right? From C# 2.0, we have a feature called nullable value types. Are you clear? We already talked about this. It's not new now. Already a week back, we discussed about this feature. What is that? Nullable value types. Nullable value types. Okay. Read that. Reference types are also by default non-nullable. Watch this here carefully. Before C# 8.0. Valid. Valid. Okay. That's a warning now. It's a warning now. Then how to resolve it? Are you guys clear? Yes or not? So now onwards, reference types are also by default non-nullable. If you want them to be nullable, you should declare it as question mark. Watch. Watch, guys. String str is equals to null. Read it. It is non-nullable reference type now. How to resolve it? No warning. See. Are you clear? Same. Warning. Oh, I did not tell you. Huh? Green line indicates warning. Red line indicates error. Am I clear? Now what do you want? Green line means warning. It's a warning. Well, warning, same warning. Cannot convert into non-nullable. How to declare? Question mark. If you feel, no sir, I don't want this. I want it like the same old one. Means I don't want to use this question marks and all. Same like implicit disable you said. Now nullable disable. This feature won't work now. This feature won't work now onwards. Means if at all you say it takes time to reflect, it takes time to reflect. Just after making changes to reflect will take a little bit time. But now onwards, you can directly assign this. Directly assign this. But by default, the feature has been enabled in the project. By default, see, that all I said. It will take time to reflect. See now you're not getting warning. Yes or not? Why you did not get a warning now? Because the feature is disabled. Clearer or not? Okay. From now onwards, this works like the same old version. It's like old version. No, sir, I want the latest. Then enable. That all I said you. Takes a bit time. Sometimes first run the program, then the changes will automatically reflect. See now. Okay now. Read. Which version? C sharp. By default, reference types are nullable, but we can make them non-nullable by enabling the nullable feature in the project file. So when we assign a null value to them, we get a warning. But if we really want to assign a null value to them, we need to declare them by suffixing with question mark. For example, string question mark and object question mark. If you want to disable the feature of reference types not accepting null values by default, change the value enable as disable under the nullable element of the project file. Are you guys clearer? Yes or not? Just disable that particular feature and automatically it works as the word. Yeah. Finally, to set the property, add startup object by startup object element within the element, and the code in the first project.cs project file should be as below. Now it should look like this. Now I added DC and I'm again warning you, any mistakes in this file will not allow the project to run. Be careful. Are you clear? Don't add extra spaces. Case also, be careful with the case. What I said here, use IntelliSense, don't type. If you type, 90% will type wrong cases, spelling mistakes. You get error. Telling also people are not resolving. Coming back and telling, sir, I got error. Telling startup object, you take the spellings. That's why all this nonsense without the use IntelliSense. That will write for you perfectly. Is it clear, all of you? Okay. Last point. Are you clear? Follow the same process to run the new classes we add in the. From now onwards, same new class, same process to run it again and again. Okay, now change the class name and execute it. Clear? So all of you, by creating a project in Visual Studio, try to select different versions. 5.0 available, select it. 6.0, 7.0, with selecting top level statements. Selecting top level statement, observe the outputs, how they are coming. Is it clear? Okay, just to get an idea, working with the Visual Studio. This is, you must do R&D, that's all. More projects, open them, verify them, run them, that's all. It cannot be induced into your brain. It is not a concept. It's a process, what you require to understand. With a concept, I teach you, but it's not a concept, it is a process. You need to follow it. You need to repeat it. That's all to get acquainted. Clear? So get familiar with this. Tomorrow I'll start. You're going to start with object-oriented programming from tomorrow. Okay? Let me stop there, guys.